So, day 3 and the fun has well and truly begun. Definitely feeling a lot kind of frailer and a bit like an old woman going around the place. Really not that much systemic energy. Kind of feel the stomach starting to move a bit in the intestines as the last of the food really has left my body at this stage. I was pretty restless last night sleeping and woke up about 5:30 in the morning and couldn't get back to sleep. I think between doing the fast and I'm also doing a lot of meditation stuff, I'm clearing a lot of built up kind of anxiety and stuff that's been hanging around in there and probably just been suppressing by being on the go all the time and eating. So by doing the water fast, it really stirs up a lot of those emotions and you kind of get them no filter coming at you, so you kind of have to be ready for them. So today I wanted to talk about what's the kind of optimal foods to be eating as a human, and really top of the list is without a doubt fruits. You might have heard me speak a bit before about them, but key is really that we are, whether we like it or not, frugivores. We are 98% the same as chimpanzees and bonobos. We have the same hands and the same teeth and the same digestive tract, and we prefer an alkaline digestive system in our body. The body in general prefers to be alkaline, so by eating more alkaline foods like fruit and vegetables, then we naturally maintain that alkaline pH in the body, whereas by eating more acidic foods like meats, dairy, grains, processed and refined foods, we actually go more acidic, and in coupling with all your toxins in your water and your environmental toxins and the chemicals we put in our skin and all this kind of stuff, by nature we're more acidic nowadays than we ever were before, which is what's leading to a lot of disease. So by switching to a more alkaline based diet, i.e. high raw fruit and vegetables, we're actually rebalancing the body to where it should be. Fruit is also a really good source of fibre for the body, which we really don't get enough of nowadays. Like, all the focus is on how much protein you get and stuff, and it's like, actually fibre is super important for keeping the whole digestive system moving, keeping your body clean, and it's one of the main things that's lacking in the standard diet. In terms of, if you want to talk about amino acids and protein, you actually have a good concentration of that in fruit as well. Most people would obviously look at, let's say, a steak or a glass of milk and say, oh, there's so much protein in it. And yes, of course, if you put it in a science lab and test it for how many grams of protein, it's going to be higher. But the question is, how much of that 20 grams of protein does your body actually take in, break down and utilize efficiently, with also having all these acidic byproducts of trying to break down these animal foods. Whereas if you take something like fruit, okay, per piece of fruit you may only have 3 grams of protein, but you're taking in 100% of that. You're breaking it down because it's in a form that the body can easily use and utilize 100% of it, basically. So yeah, assuming that digestion is taking up 70% of your daily energy, by switching to like a high fruit diet, it's kind of like taking turbocharged fuel and putting it in your car versus the old gasoline you were using. It's basically you're giving the body, this simple sugar form of energy, easy to use, easy to break down, easy to eliminate. It's alkalizing, it's full of natural vitamins, minerals, flavonoids, without trying to take them in the form of, multivitamin pills and all these other pharmaceutical versions of what you can just get naturally from nature and your body can use much better. And as I said, it's a lot more alkalizing as well. You're getting away from these more acidic forming meats, dairy, grains, which are very hard to break down or impossible to break down in some cases, and also leave quite an acidic imprint on the body, which over time will build up and will cause a lot of the common issues that you see in with people's health today. So that's kind of the fundamentals of why fruit is so good. Tomorrow I'm going to do a little video on the different types of sugar and why not all sugars are the same. People say I'm cutting carbs, whereas this will be on why you want to stick to simple sugar and avoid some of the others. So yeah, I'll chat to you then.